Welcome to Hildestone College's quick lesson series where our teachers give you some English language tips.
Hello, welcome back to Quick Lessons. Today we're going to look again at a or the. This is the third video in the series, so if you haven't watched the first two, it might be a good idea to do that first. Okay? So today we're going to look at the difference between a and the and when each are used. Now, when you say a book, a film, you mean one of many books and films. You're not talking about a specific book or film. So we say things like, I saw a great film last night. When we use the and we say the book, the film, then we mean a specific book or film. And it suggests that you, the listener, know which book or film I, the speaker, am talking about. So you'll see the used in sentences like, the film I saw last night was great. There, that information, I saw last night, tells us which film we mean, not one of many, the specific one that we saw last night. Okay, so there's a difference between non-specific, one of many, just in general, and a specific thing, a book, film, whatever you're talking about. Now, there's also this logic in conversation. It often happens the first time we talk about something, we just mean in general. We're not speaking specifically. So we say, a student, one of many, gave me a lovely present last week. One of many possible presents. Okay. If the conversation continues, then I would explain the student is from Turkey. So the present was some lovely pulled biber, which we call Aleppo pepper in English. And it is delicious. If you haven't tried it, you really should. So there, in the first mention, we don't know which student or what the present was. But when I give a bit more detail, I explain that the student is from Turkey, so that's more specific. And I also explain the present. So the first time we mention students and presents, we use a. The second time, though, we use the. It would actually be quite confusing if we used the in the first sentence. Sometimes students will say things like, the student gave me the lovely present. And when you listen to people saying things like that, your first thought is always, well, which student? You're talking as if I know who you mean, and I don't. And we're so busy thinking that we don't listen to the rest of the information even, because we're busy wondering which student you're talking about that you seem to expect us to know. So, the first time you mention something, use a. Then, if you give more information, then you use the, because then we know which one you're talking about. There's an element of obvious information here, and this ties together one of the rules that we saw earlier in a previous video and what we've just talked about. So, in the first video on using the, I told you that we use the with unique things when there is only one. So we say things like the sun provides light and heat energy. Well, in our galaxy, there is only one sun, so it's obvious that it can only be the one that exists. There isn't any other. So that's why we use the there. Sometimes the context makes it clear. if I say to you, shut the window, it's quite clear that I mean the window which is open. And it may even be the only window in the room. But in any case, it is obvious which one I mean. And if you think back to the examples we just looked at, because I've told you which ones I mean already, then that information is also regarded as obvious. Let's practice now. You can see 4 easy sentences with gaps in. Have a go at filling them. If you need a bit of time to think, pause the video and I'll give you the answers when you restart. Do your best. Okay, so only 4 sentences. That's, if we work on a percentage basis, 25% of the available points for each sentence. How many do you think you scored correctly? Let's have a look then. Let's check your answers. This is what I would say. Can you recommend a good language school? I would use a there because I just mean one of the very many that exist. Number 2. The course I did at Hildestone College was very good. Now in that sentence, we're giving the information, the one I did at Hildestone College. That's specific, isn't it? It's not just any language course. It's the one that I did at Hildestone College. So there, I would use the. The course I did at Hildestone College was very good. How about number 3 then? Did you have a nice host family? Well, that's the first time we've talked about host families. The college has more than one host family. So there, it's not obvious which one we mean. We mean one of many. So we would use a. Did you have a nice host family? And then finally, number 4. Oh, yes. The family were wonderful. Well, there you go. It's obvious information, isn't it? We talked about host families in number 3. Number 4 is clearly the answer to that question. So we already know which host family we're talking about. It's the family that I stayed with. So there you go. How did you do? Did you get all 4 right? I hope you did. If you didn't and you still have problems, why not write a comment below? I'll have a look at them and I'll see if I can help you. Okay? Good luck. Keep practicing. Remember, good students practice their language. And I'll see you again soon for another quick lesson. Bye.
Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please click on the like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and click the bell icon so that you don't miss the next video. That's it for this lesson. Until next time, goodbye.